Are you thinking about moving to West Kelowna? Well, then this video is for you. I'm going to be breaking down the pros and cons on what it's actually like to live here in West Kelowna, British Columbia. Hey everyone, it's Russell Mortlock with eXp Realty. I'm a licensed realtor here in British Columbia and I service the Okanagan Valley. I'm going to be breaking down the pros and cons of what it's like to live in West Kelowna. Pro number one, and this would probably be the main reason why most people move here to the Okanagan and in particular in West Kelowna, and that is the mild climate. We are a 4-season playground, and with the mild weather, you're actually able to do outdoor activities all year round. Like for me, currently I'm training for a marathon and I was able to run outside all throughout the winter in really mild conditions. And it was super nice because if I was back home in Alberta where I was before, I would have had to been doing all this training on a treadmill or inside a facility, and it's way better to do it outdoors. So let's break in what the average temperature looks like throughout West Kelowna during the year. So we have the winter, you're going to be seeing a range around -2 on average with some snowfall. I know a lot of people think that Kelowna doesn't actually get any snowfall, but to break it to you, it does get a little bit of snow because right in the Okanagan vicinity, we have so many nice ski resorts that you want to take advantage of here in the wintertime. The average temperature in the summer is going to be around +24 degrees Celsius. It can creep up into the 30s on some of those really hot days. That's why the lake's there for you to hop in and cool off. Now let's touch on what it's like in the spring and fall here in West Kelowna. This is a beautiful time of year because the orchards, all the trees, all the wineries just absolutely look beautiful during this time of year, and it's such a great season. For my girlfriend, it's her favorite season of the year just with how beautiful everything is outside. If you're someone that's needing more information on the real estate market here in West Kelowna, you're going to hit subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be dropping weekly videos on what's actually going on in the real estate market so you can get an honest opinion and an up-to-date stats on what's going on. And you can go check out some of the other videos in my channel on the real estate market here in the Okanagan. And the first con is going to be the bridge. So this is the biggest discrepancy from West Kelowna to Kelowna. The people that live in Kelowna absolutely hate the bridge, and the people who live in West Kelowna have to deal with it. For me, I think this is a major con because it's an absolute bottleneck of traffic and there's no other way to go through, and it's part of the highway, so you get all these trucks that just back up traffic trying to get from Kelowna to West Kelowna. And the worst part about that is the bridge is not very long, so you're like sitting at the top just looking and you can literally almost see your destination, and it's like 15-20 minutes go by and you finally get across the bridge. So I deem this as a con, and it's something that you just have to know. The nice part about West Kelowna now is a lot of people are able to do all their shopping and everything. They just stay on West Kelowna, but they might end up working in Kelowna. So it's just something to consider where you're going to be placed, and you have to know during those peak travel times, the bridge is going to be slow going. Pro number 2 is the lifestyle. So building off of the weather, West Kelowna just seems to be a really active place to live. I hear this from clients who have moved here from other cities that when they moved to West Kelowna, they started taking up all these outdoor activities that just rejuvenated them, and they started living a more active lifestyle. So if you're someone that loves the outdoors or just wants some more activities to do, West Kelowna is a great spot for you to be. Con number 2 is the gray skies in the winter, and for me this is probably the biggest bummer of living in the Okanagan, but in particular in West Kelowna, is that there's just a haze in the valley right off the lake. So for a majority of the wintertime you do not get a lot of sunlight. So I know that's why a lot of people love going up to Big White and some of these ski hills where on the weekends they get tons of sunlight all throughout the day. But if right in the valley here in West Kelowna, the gray skies can be a bit of a bummer in the wintertime and might affect someone that does get kind of the seasonal blues. You just have to be really aware of that you got to somehow get out and probably go try to find some more sunlight, maybe traveling a little bit outside of West Kelowna and going to some other places for outdoor activities where you can get exposed to that sunlight. Pro number 3 is the beaches in West Kelowna. So you have access to a few different beaches located in the West Kelowna area. You can go down to Gallatley Bay, which is just a nice area for you and your family to hang out. Even for the people that just go out and go for walks, it's really nice to walk along the beach. There's some wineries like Fryn that have right access to the beach as well, so it's pretty cool to be able to go to these spots in a major city, have access to all these resources, but you have some really nice beaches located right in the city. Con number 3 of living in West Kelowna is the busy summer. So this is something that locals just have to accept, that in the summertime the population literally doubles, so you're gonna have so many travelers, so many tourists. So if you are going to like book a reservation on a Friday night, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to get into a restaurant. Traffic's gonna be backed up. This is just something that we have to accept. We get to live here all year round in this beautiful city, and people love to come here in the summertime to have access to the lake, the beaches, and boating, and all the beautiful wineries that we have. But it is a con because it does kind of suck if you want to be a little spontaneous, you want to go out for dinner late, you decide on Saturday, you might not be able to get a reservation, so you kind of got to be on top of things in the summer more. So this is a con, how busy it does get in the summertime. Pro number 4 is business opportunities. So I personally found this out with moving here, that Kelowna has such a diverse economy that you're able to find business opportunities in pretty much any sector. From aerospace, you got the orchard, you got wineries, you have all the professional services, and then you have a major tech and entrepreneurial hub here right in the vicinity. So if you're someone that doesn't maybe quite know what industry they want to be in or is looking to make a career change, West Kelowna is a great spot for you to be because we have such a diverse economy. You're going to be able to find a potential new job or fit a role that's going to fit your skill set and what you want to try and your interest. So this is a major pro. It's so cool meeting people from so many different avenues. So like say if you go to Calgary, or back in my hometown, literally almost half the population works in the oil and gas sector, then everyone else is probably in professional services. We're here in West Kelowna, you just have such a diverse economy, so you're going to have options for pretty much anything that you're looking to do. Con number 4 is the real estate prices. So when you compare West Kelowna to British Columbia, it's not as expensive as Vancouver and some of those areas, but West Kelowna is still really expensive in the grand schemes of things, where for a single family home, you're going to be spending close to $1 million just to get in the market. But a pro of living in West Kelowna versus Kelowna is the real estate prices are cheaper in West Kelowna than they are in Kelowna. So this does have a lot of people who are looking to move to the Okanagan. They end up choosing West Kelowna just because prices are more affordable. They're able to get into the market instead of maybe buying a townhouse in the Kelowna area. They're able to buy a single family home that checks all their boxes. And if you're someone that's wanting more information on the current real estate prices here in West Kelowna, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Book a call with me. We can go over to see if it's going to work for you. Pro number 5 of living in West Kelowna is how close actual Kelowna is to you once you get over that bridge. I know you're going to get a little bottlenecked and jam-packed if you're going from West Kelowna to Kelowna each and every day, but it's a pro having it so close by because Kelowna just has a lot more amenities, a lot more restaurants, a lot more things to do, but it's so close to living in West Kelowna, where a lot of people, like I said earlier, because the real estate prices are cheaper, they're fine with having to commute over the bridge. They're fine with some of those kind of maybe limited resources compared to Kelowna because it's so close by. Pro number 6, it's a smaller population community. So a lot of people that choose to live in West Kelowna like a little bit more peace and quiet than say Kelowna. And they consider Kelowna a little fast paced or too much of a population, where in West Kelowna is a lot smaller population, a little bit more quieter. So people who are looking for a smaller community but have access to all the major grocery stores, you're able to go out to eat and all the amenities that a major city would have, West Kelowna seems to be a great option because it has a smaller population than actual Kelowna. And as you're able to see, as I'm going through this video, I'm now touching on more pros than there is cons. And that's my experience of being here in the Okanagan in West Kelowna, that there's a lot more pros than actual cons living here. And so the pro number 7 is retirement. So just like I was saying before in the lifestyle, because you have so many indoor and outdoor activities here in West Kelowna, people get rejuvenated for retirement. I've heard this personally from some of my clients that have moved here for retirement, that they feel younger. They're doing so many outdoor activities. And with it having a good population size, you have all these amenities for indoor activities that people are able to take advantage of. And there's so many communities for the people that are looking for a little bit more peace and quiet. There's 55 plus communities that are located right next to golf courses, where you and your friends who all hang out in the neighborhood can go golf almost every day of the week in the summertime. The golf courses are already almost opening up right now, so you could get those clubs ready to go. But that's what people find, and from what my clients have found, is when they move here for retirement, they rejuvenate, they feel better, they do more activities, which makes it such a pro to move here. And if you're seriously considering moving to West Kelowna, I'll leave my contact information right here so people can get a hold of me. You can call me at 778-392-7238. And for the people that are thinking, what's the difference between Kelowna and West Kelowna? Well, you're going to want to watch this video next to see exactly the difference.